Hi guys, welcome back to Detective AM, and today we have a guest star. A guest star.
Guest star, right?
Yeah, Isaac.
Hello.
Isaac, you're doing the BCU channel.
Yes, I am a writer for the Breakdown Channel Universe channel that is connected with Ruang Gelap and Detective AM, and I'm here accompanying Amira.
For the very first time, finally I have a
Yes.
friend to talk to in this channel, guys. Okay, we're going to do something quite different. We're going to watch
Tiger King.
Joe Exotic.
Joe
This is like the
Exotic, Tiger King.
craziest documentary I've ever watched.
This is the weirdest, craziest. It's so nuts that I'm actually baffled that this is real.
Yeah.
It's not fictional.
Yeah, I actually at first I asked you, have you watched this? Because I've watched the first episode and I felt like, I don't think this is my cup of tea. It's like when I saw Joe Exotic, I was like, this man is kind of look like a weird uncle.
Yeah. You're taken aback by his personality.
Yeah, it was just his first interview, and I was like, already, I don't think this is. I want to watch this, and I just closed it. I never think about it again. And then I met Isaac, and I asked him, and he said, "Oh, that's really nice."
Yes.
And because of you, I watched this, and I was like, "Man, I cannot believe they live in the same world as us." Okay, we talk too much. Let's just start.
All right.
Where do you want to start? I guess at the beginning somewhere. It was a crazy beginning. Crazy.
What was the beginning?
Oh my God.
Animal people are nuts, man. I might be one of them people. I don't know. But they're all half out there, man. They're crazy.
You know, the monkey people are a little bit different.
What's the difference between tiger people and
You know,
monkey
they're kind
people?
of strange, but the big cat people are backstabbing pieces of shit.
That's
This is
there.
a prepaid call from
Joe Exotic.
an inmate at the Grady County Jail.
You know what that drives me with? 79 years. I went to work every day prepared to die in a tiger cage. Dying doesn't scare me. At all.
Here is a fact that may make you stop for a second. There are more captive tigers in the U.S. today than there are in the wild throughout the world.
Come on, you sexy beast.
I'll tell you, it's real simple. Don't own big, dangerous, exotic animals because it's the time bomb. Everybody has a story. Everybody that's owned one, it's always been a bad ending.
I've been doing this 20 years, never even been bit.
It's almost bitten your hand.
The private possession of these magnificent animals.
She wanted to shut down his zoo,
Crazy, oh.
and he wanted her gone.
The so-called Tiger King.
He is on trial, accused in a
It's
murder
like
for
real life
hire
Game of
fraud.
Thrones where
Exotic is
people just
accused of paying
try
a
to
person
kill
to
each
murder
other,
Carol
Yeah.
Baskin.
take down each other.
Long before he was ever indicted in these charges.
I actually at
Joe
first I was
Exotic
like,
was
what the
someone
hell is
that
going
makes
on?
good
Why are
TV,
they
makes good
trying
news.
to kill each
It's
other?
trying
Like
to
this is
help
about
them.
tiger.
Yeah.
Completely insane, gay, gun-toting, drug addict fanatic.
He wasn't
That's
real.
really.
He was like a mythical character living out in the middle of bumfuck
This
Oklahoma.
music video
Well-known
is
zoo owner was
hilarious.
taken into custody.
He could be looking at nearly 80 years in prison.
When I leave this park, I wear a bulletproof vest. That is how bad this has gotten.
There is so many strange twists in that story. You would have to write books, volumes of the stuff that went wrong there.
Let me show and tell the whole thing. Because then you'll get it. Then you'll say, Jesus fucking Christ, why are you in jail?
This is where all the story starts.
Yeah.
That's where I get.
5 years of my life.
and end
Okay,
up
we
as
have meet
ugly as
Eric
it did.
Goody.
Yeah, he is the producer and director.
It all
of the
began when I was
series,
investigating
the
a
documentary
notorious
series.
reptile dealer in South Florida.
See how the snake stresses? That's when the venom shoots out. That's enough to kill everybody in this room 3-4 times over.
A guy showed up one day wanting to buy a venomous snake.
We hadn't even offered them for sale yet. These are those real young ones, you know.
When he was leaving,
They
he
just
said,
put it like that.
"Check out what
Like
I
a
just bought."
cake.
Yeah.
A snake for a snack.
In the back of this guy's van was
What
a
a
snow
fun.
leopard.
Yeah.
Oh shit! It was 100 degrees
Yeah, this
outside.
is the craziest
Do they need to be
part.
refrigerated, or I mean, you know, because they're acclimated?
That's
in
a snow
Florida, you know,
leopard.
they're born
Yeah.
and raised here in Florida.
These as rare as the clouds.
And he said if it's born and raised in Florida, it means that it doesn't need
Nah, it doesn't work like that.
a refrigerator. It's a snow leopard, and it's
Yeah.
the rarest species.
Gladful. There's something Gladful.
As if they're knowledgeable enough to
Just
say
blew my
that.
mind. What is a snow leopard doing in the back of this guy's hot van?
In the back of the fan.
That set me
Even
on this
me,
journey
I got
to
dizzy.
really
Yeah.
understand what is going on.
Okay, now we're in Wynnewood, Oklahoma. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, we meet Joe Exotic.
Oh, little girl.
You see, at this point, I stopped watching.
Oh. You're weirded out by
Oh,
him.
you don't want to take
Yeah, I was weirded out at
Your whole-
first,
your
but
whole-
he's not that
your-
bad actually.
Your whole audience will say, "Oh my God, that guy has a mullet."
No, I like it. I like it.
Oh my God! Now, people every day they're like, "You must have the most incredible life to live with 187 big cats." I started building this in 1999. Believe it or not, this was a completely empty field, and over 16 years, it's grown into this. My name's Joe Exotic.
Actually, it's kind of amazing,
Yeah,
right?
because he also like he's basically an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Like a businessman, and it's awesome to look at that he somehow manages to build this kind of thing.
He started everything from zero. It was
Yep.
an empty field, and then it became one of the largest.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like him, but
Yeah, he has some
yeah,
nice
he
talents.
has something.
Yeah.
And this is thunder and lightning. The only difference between my pet and your pet is mine have 3-inch teeth and they weigh 400 pounds.
It doesn't sound like that at
sustain
all,
you
right?
on stage with 500-pound tires and everybody envy you? Absolutely, okay? I would be the biggest liar if I said no. Now stop. It's a brand new shirt. Now quit.
Do you have a sense of bonding with them, or do you have a? Is there like a emotional connection?
Is he
There's a
okay?
very emotional connection between me and these cats. Extreme. That's his deal right now. I mean, his whole deal is
So at
about
first
just
I already know,
wanting
like, I
petted
think
and
the
loved
reason
on.
why
You know,
he
it's
did
just-
this
they're so
because he felt
affectionate. Are they trying to
emotional
mate?
connections
Well, the two
with
boys.
this
We have
exotic
a very
animal.
open relationship here.
And we
We
got
do
a
not discriminate here.
gay tiger.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome you to the Great
There are a lot
Wildwood
of people
Exotic
who
Animal
come
Park.
to this
I gotta show you, you're gonna get
quote
closer to
unquote
Tiger's
zoo.
Lions here than you would
So
anywhere
that
else.
means he
As a matter of fact, you're gonna get so
got a
close,
lot
I
of
can
money
almost
from
promise you some
Yeah,
of
and
you
he
will be
looks like
urinated on.
Nyanyi Dangdut
Yeah, they have this
actually.
red
He's
t-shirt
such
that
a
gets up that
show
says, "I got
Show
peed
them
on by
popper.
a tiger."
Yeah.
When I got here, I was on kind of the end of my ropes. I found this place on Craigslist. I was like,
And
man,
there, Eric
I
Cowie,
ain't
the
never
head
done this shit
keeper.
before. What the fuck? Let's go. And
So
really cool
exotic.
about this zoo. And then there's Joe.
Yeah, that's a really beautiful legs,
Yeah.
actually.
The people who worked for Joe were
It's not
misfits.
even tigers.
And
There's
they were a
even
family.
chimpanzee.
It was a place
Yeah,
where all
yeah.
these misfits could
It's
come
baffling.
together and be with the king of misfits, who reigned over them.
There's Rick Kirkham, the producer of Joe Exotic TV.
Joe
he even
is
has
an
a
entertainer,
own
but-
Yeah.
TV station.
He was pretty much the star of his own show.
I'm gonna try and get some good shots, so make sure y'all get me some promo pictures in there. No, I want you up front with a still camera.
Meeting him
So
in
actually,
person.
this documentary is so neat, is so detailed
Yeah.
because we all have the footage.
Mhm.
Because Eric had all the footage.
Yeah. And yeah, he somehow managed to like take all of that, and it seems I would believe that the people that he shot, the people in this documentary, actually wanted the exposure as well, because they probably have this narcissistic tendencies.
Yeah, but do you know that actually Joe started this TV show from himself broadcasting?
Yeah.
Every every night at 6 p.m.
mhm.
And the only people that watched it, not more than 80 or 60
Yeah.
people. That's crazy.
Definitely
You can still find his videos on
Oh
YouTube.
yeah, I never checked out. And this,
See?
I don't think he is singing.
Pedangdut.
Do you think this is his voice?
I believe so, but auto-tune.
For Joe,
I don't know. I don't
it was
believe
his-
it.
It was the one place he could shine. He could control every aspect.
He
of it.
speak as if he doesn't want to speak. You know, like and then
yeah.
he's singing like whoa.
Yeah, I know, right?
From the start
I'm
of the
sorry,
day to
Joe.
the end of the day, he filmed everything.
Saving the cats, it's one thing that I can fix if I can just stay focused on that. So I don't read the newspaper, I don't watch news on television unless there's a cat involved.
So basically, she doesn't care about anything unless it's related to
Cats.
I live, eat, and breathe ending the captivity of wild cats. And I know
Seems like you have a
that
lot
I'm
to
gonna
say.
see-
I'm just gonna wait.
What really sets apart Big Cat Rescue from a zoo is that we are fixing the problem, they are creating the problem. People like Joe Exotic, what they are doing is breeding cats for life in cages. A tiger needs 400 square miles of territory in the wild, so there's no cage that's going to be sufficient. But the reason that we have cats in cages is to provide them a safe place to live until they die.
See, that's like so.
This was
She's
our
a
oldest cat.
hypocritical person.
Black Mamba was a jaguar.
I don't know if
Oki
she's
was an
conscious
ocelot.
enough when she
Shit
say
was
that.
a Canada lynx.
And
you're following me again.
Other-
you want to lead? You can read plaques too.
I think she wants to be
I
the
think it's fair to say the
attention.
cat Yeah, she likes to be the center of attention.
And then we learn about Carol Baskin
I've never
past
been
life.
the person that had friends, and so my friends were two imaginary white cats. I've always had cats in my life, and I've always felt a certain affinity toward them. This I actually had painted. Most of what I wear are cat prints. It's almost a uniform.
Another penyanyi dangdut.
When I go in to talk with the
Not a bad
legislator,
thing.
No offense
Not-
to
if I
not
get
a bad thing
dressed
at all.
Head to toe in cat prints, people remember, oh, that's the person that's going to be all over my case about why cats need to be protected.
I felt like she wearing all these cat prints were actually like abusing the animal. I don't know, even though it's probably like synthetic.
Yeah.
But it just
It's basically, what do you call it? Like to make it like, yeah, it's my thing, you know, it's my thing. I'm doing this for. It's just to make
Identity.
herself feel better. In my opinion.
probably she lives for cats anyways.
Carol, you even have cat luggage.
It's always easy to find my luggage when I get off the plane.
Well, that's a really nice idea and trick.
Yeah.
And this is the Tiger King gift shop where I have all of my stuff. We got honey,
And we're
we
back
have barbecue
at
sauce, we have
Joe
steak
Exotic.
sauce, skin cream. I have sex gel for you and her.
Sex gel.
The best seller out of this gift shop is
Confusing,
actually
right?
Tiger King underwear line. People just go crazy over them because they're all in animal print.
You
Do wear
imagine
these
kids
yourself? I don't
coming
wear
to this
underwear.
zoo
Yeah,
and sew this
yeah.
stuff?
No,
Like,
this is my second album.
They like the
Starstruck.
center of
Sorry.
attention.
And there's 28 songs and 16 music
28
videos.
songs about tiger.
Yeah, It's on YouTube. You can-
No, I understand. Tiger are pretty. Exotic animals are
Yeah.
exotic. They got the name because it's them, right? But 28 sounds like cats, but tigers.
When I first met Joe, I was like a month out of high school.
Okay, now we
I
met
was
John
with
Finlay,
Joe from 2003
Joe's husband.
to
First
boy-
husband.
boyfriend. So
Boyfriend?
11 years.
First
He
boyfriend.
showed me love, and I learned how big my heart was and how much to care.
See, it's like he has this. Joe has this influence to people. Like all of these figures, these big cat owners
John's a
have
strong, solid
those,
type,
which
a man of
means
few
that
words. But what
they're projecting their
At the age of
personality onto
13,
others.
I knew I was gay. And I had a bad time struggling with it. When my father found out, he made me shake his hand in front of my mom and promise not to come to his funeral. So I had a real issue dealing with that. And
I had a lot of to say about this. Like, Joe's past was so crazy. He knew he was gay, and his father told him that he should never come to his funeral if he died one day.
Yeah, sad story. I believe the documentary makes you feel like, oh yeah, I'm rooting for this guy, or I'm rooting for this person. He has a bad past, but at the same time, the documentary also shows that why these people are assholes.
Yeah. They are. I know it's not an excuse, but well, maybe as a parents later, probably we should provide better for our children next.
night I drove my car off a bridge.
He was looking fine,
Yeah. broke my
actually, you
back
know?
And spent 5 years in braces. I went to Florida to do my therapy. And my neighbor was the manager of Lion Country Safari. And he brought home all the baby lions and baby monkeys and stuff at night to bottle feed. And that's where my attraction
See,
to
he looks fine.
exotic animals really started in.
And he basically lived because
I
of
know
all this
that
exotic
they have a
animals.
heart
It's like
and a soul and a
therapeutic
mind.
feeling.
True.
He just keep one. I don't know.
There's
This
a
is even.
war in America
This is a bad
that's being
stuff
fought.
also. You know, keeping one tiger, but
For an enormous amount of money.
he has 100.
The animal rights activists.
And the animal is in the cage,
Yeah,
right?
And they
like
don't want to
see
share
how she contradicts her own statement.
In addition
Yeah.
to Joe,
Well, actually, it's
the
true that
most
this
notorious
animal, they cannot go back to the
breeder petting
wilderness.
operation
It's true, they need
is
sanctuary,
Doc
but
Antle.
later we'll see that
Antle is
Carl
much more
Baskin is
sophisticated,
not doing
much smarter.
what we
He's
thought the
fearless.
sanctuary is going to do.
I know this guy.
I hate that guy. Now we go to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Another asshole. Sorry, I have
50
to
acres makes up
read
the
that.
We're going to film, this is my crib here. You should go to the front door and I'll go open it and say, hi, how you doing? Come in. Okay, good idea. Okay, so
I like that Doc is.
He's even choreographing it.
Yeah.
Hey.
These people need to take.
Good. How are you?
Doing
I
good.
feel
Come
so
on in.
awkward.
This is Swami, a guy I lived with since I was a teenager. All right. So I'm Dr. Bhagavan Antle. B-H-A-G-A-V-A-N, Antle, A-N-T-L-E, Dr. Bhagavan Antle. I am the director of the
You wanna do
Safari
that with
and
your name?
Species Fund.
Like,
Speaking of incredible animals,
he wants
joining
to be
us
known.
is the founder and director of
he even has elephants, which means
Yeah.
his property is so big, and he has a lot of money to maintain, to give food and shelter
I have been
and whatever
building this incredible
to
preserve
the animals.
for people to have an interactive, up close.
Having a dog is already very expensive. They
Yeah.
are the same.
I have three cats, and it's quite tough to to treat them. I mean, I have to, and I love them, but there are a lot of expenses to do that. Not just
Yeah.
for the food, but also like to clean them and
To check their
Yeah,
holes.
yes.
And then these people, they have like leopards, cub, tigers,
they-
elephants.
They have more than 100 big cats, and they have elephants and other animals, which means that they get a lot of money
Yeah.
from the visitors. I can only imagine how
much
that
they
they pay.
have,
Yeah, and how much they have.
Uncaged experience with wildlife.
And it makes me
Now
think
these big teeth also make
di
it
Indonesia
so
ada
that
nggak
he
sih?
can take down
Yeah.
larger prey than you'd expect.
I think there's one in my hometown. You know, this like rich person who has a tiger in his house. At first, I thought it was cool. I mean, whoa, that's cool. But I was like, when I didn't think so much. But now that I understand, it's not supposed to be there.
Yeah, true.
Coming out here is a wee bit of a drag.
To see an animal going to chase that high-speed lure, diving into that crystal clear pool,
Look at the camera.
people become wildly stimulated at seeing that amazing stuff up close and uncaged.
Oh my god, this is
I
really
am
beautiful.
popular. I am so well known as Big
I
Cat Guy
probably
around the
will
world.
go here,
The
you
people
know.
who
I'm
are
so sorry
against
for
people
saying this,
having
but
relationships with animals, period, want to destroy me because I am out there in the forefront, so known of being this guy that is in love with big cats and has them love him back.
It's up there to see his facility so we can do the same
They
thing.
even
with his
spying on each other.
yeah.
He's talking
Well,
about
they're
being able
competitive.
to market the zoo and make money at the zoo.
They market and make money.
So you know, like love become obsession.
Yes.
Maybe at first they don't do it for money. They
Yeah.
didn't do it for money, but then they know the money is good.
The cub petting is
And it could be also like because they
opinion,
at first they
it's the best
love
education
these
tool.
animals and they realize how much money they need to
You know, people only
pay.
care about saving what affects them.
Yeah.
Then they turn
So
for
you set a
market
baby tiger
and
in
profit.
a family's lap.
His favorite animal.
We don't want to spoil it.
I hit the lottery. I'll pay these people whatever they want for me to go down to the reservation every day and play with
They
them.
even like
We
visit
charge a
this place like
premium because it costs
2 or
so
3
much to do
times
proper
a
care.
week, which is
We feed super quality
is a lot
food
of
that
money.
anyone would be
Yeah,
glad
and they
to eat
give so much
themselves.
money,
It's a
donations.
minimum of $10,000
He won a
a
lottery
year
and he
to
gave
feed
for this. I
each
mean,
tiger.
it's a good thing that they gave for these animals, but
I can feed a tiger for $3,000 a year.
You've got how many tigers right now?
I have 227.
So you're
Oh.
spending $750,000 feeding your tiger?
Just feeding.
whew, just feeding them.
We work our ass off in order to drop that price. We have feed.
Petting because everyone loves cub, but when it's already big, too
yeah.
big, it's no longer cute. It cannot be in the cub petting sections. Then they ended up here. Do you want to speak something?
no. They have to be put in cages.
Yeah, they cannot go back.
Attraction.
And a drunk semi
The main attraction.
Yeah,
My brother.
because
That's
nobody
the one
can
we
go
Yep.
inside the
So when I
big
signed the papers
cage,
Yeah.
to shut his life support,
except for
and
this
donate
crazy
his
people.
organs,
It's like
I
suicide.
promised him that he would just not be a statistic. That the people of the world would know who he is.
And that's when the GW Exotic Animal Foundation.
And see, like he started this in memory of his
I went to
brother
school, she not
who
talked
died. It's
about
like
drugs and alcohol.
it's like a good
But I
good
couldn't
thing
keep their attention.
that somehow turned out bad.
Yeah,
So I took animals.
it started good, but it's end messy. That's just how usually everything works.
Your teeth fall out, and you get really ugly, and you don't have any friends.
Animals just wasn't enough. So then I started adding magic.
And he's very creative, you know.
He knows how to entertain people.
Yeah.
The upcoming Mystical Magic of the Endangered show. It's coming to the Valley View Mall.
That's when he decided to change his name to Joe Exotic.
My real name is Joe Schropp. I go by Joe Exotic because nobody ever knows how to speak right.
When we first started out, we were all crammed in a
Fair
semi.
enough.
Yeah.
14 of us in a cab of a semi. That's a little cramped.
Today we have a Siberian tiger,
I was-
an Indo-Chinese tiger, a two-toed sloth, a
And
black
Joe is
panther.
Joe was
so
taking tiger
famous.
cubs,
Yeah.
stick them in a semi,
TV
and cart them
TV
to malls all
shows.
throughout the Midwest.
And they would do cub petting. You can take your picture with this little baby cub.
Look at me. Awesome.
I mean, there was times that we may have made 10 grand at the mall. And there was times that we were doing 20, 30, 40 grand.
Oh, see, there are a lot of people.
Howard and Carol hired me at the beginning
Now
of
we're back to
2011
Carol Baskins.
to basically try to track Joe and convince the malls to not allow him to exploit cubs.
Might generate 500 emails.
And be proud of it.
Yeah, and as our online audience
There's
grew,
something
and
wrong with
supporter
Howard,
base
right?
grew,
I don't know.
it
Like,
gradually got up to thousands of emails.
I
Sometimes
feel like
as
he's
many
like
as
mind
5,000 or
controlled by
6,000
his
emails.
wife.
yeah,
One
me
by
too.
one,
And
these
Carol
malls
looks like
started
annoyed.
refusing
Like, I don't
to
know.
have him back.
She looks like she
That would
pissed
pay the
off
bills for the
every
winter
time.
sometimes. So it was definitely a big loss for us.
Wild animals have been brought on to the late night
Even
shows.
the late night shows was doing it.
I would love
So is it
And when
legal or
people see that,
illegal,
they want to
America?
emulate it.
All right, yesterday on my day off, I went to the G.
Shaquille O'Neal even went to Joe Exotic Zoo.
Guys, we'll do Letterman real quick. Here I am long ago on The Late Show with David Letterman. I've got my big panther there, Shadow. Jay brought us out into the forefront of people. He got to meet my animals like no one else had ever done. The world's biggest cat coming on there, baby tigers, cheetahs, leopards, everybody out there. Enough?
Enough? It was like,
Here I am in costume.
I'm so disappointed.
Marvelous
He needs
Bhagavan
1
the
hour
Magic
of
Man.
himself
And
talking to the
play
camera,
themselves.
basically. All the time we thought that this animal was
I grew up
taken
a
because they have
professional cowboy
something. We
in a
didn't know that
family
they
of
were
professional
being
cowboys.
sold in the black market,
Yeah.
that they were being illegally taken from the
Quality life
wilderness.
of a lot of interaction with amazing domestic and wild animals. I moved to Yogaville in
And I think this
Buckingham,
is when
Virginia.
he got the
I started
cult
immersing
vibes,
myself
you know?
and I saw the incredible power
Some
of
of the
presenting the animals
influences that
without
he's
barriers,
taken.
without caging,
Yeah.
so that you can really get to see
Like
them
people who
in all
believe
their power
they
and
come
glory.
to this earth for a meaning and different from any other people.
Yeah.
Like they come.
You are a good kitty.
I made 500 gigantic international movies, from Ace Ventura, Jungle Book,
Back then
Dr.
when there's no
Dolittle, My Joe
CGI.
Young.
Yeah,
It's a huge
that
list
is true.
of features that we made.
Today we're going
Which
to take
means
those same
that
techniques
Hollywood
that Doc
even
created while
paid
working
a
with
lot of
Hollywood's
money for
top
it.
producers
Yeah.
and directors to create for you an amazing animal adventure. Have you guys had your photo taken already?
Tiger cubs can only use them from the time that they're a few weeks old until they're about 12 weeks old. And when they get to be that age, they can take a finger off. There are enough ignorant people out there who will then take in that tiger, and a year later, that cat's 200 or 300 pounds, and they're calling us and saying, please get this out of my house. At the same time, there's almost no government regulation of private possession,
Oh, so it's
which
not
I believe is
illegal.
leading
Yeah.
to the unbelievable number of these cats in captivity.
I mean, if in United States they don't really have regulation, we can
tiger
only
crisis
we can already imagine
Imagine.
how it is in other countries,
Yeah.
like or in our country, in Indonesia, or like Southeast Asia.
Now we're in Zanesfield, Ohio, I don't know, where there are tigers that being set loose
Really
because the
woke up
person doesn't want to
public
take
about
care
the
of
fact
them
that
anymore.
There could be dangerous wild animals living right next door to them, and they
Oh
didn't
my
even
god,
know it.
crazy.
Sheriff Matt Lute said 50 wild animals kept on a private farm had been deliberately
See, it
set
doesn't even
loose.
look like
One
a zoo.
baboon,
And they,
Yeah.
which means they keep it in like
and 18
warehouse, garage, storage.
Because it's cute, and then oh my god, and they have to shot them.
By a man who kept them in his backyard.
I believe that there are a number of ticking time bombs out there, and when those places implode and somebody does something crazy, that will probably push our legislation forward.
48 of his animals were eventually killed, pushing Ohio
48?
lawmakers to author a new bill
Oh,
restricting
such a
private
really
ownership
painful
of exotic
sight.
pets.
It's not that having lions and tigers is bad unto itself. It is the way he took care of them that made it take place. Properly managed wildlife can become a great tool for wildlife education, like this man.
Arguably the loudest, most defiant voice on the front lines of the big cat debate belongs to this man.
I'm Joe Exotic, and this is Sarge.
The president of the Humane Society called this place, and I quote, a ticking time bomb, and potentially 10 times worse than Zanesville.
It is a ticking time bomb. If somebody thinks they're gonna walk in here and take my animals away, it's gonna be a small wake.
Oh my god, I was so scared when I heard this. Like, this person will do everything to keep his property. And at first, he already said in the beginning of the film, he does not scare if he's dying, and he already prepared himself to die one day inside a tiger's cage. And there's nothing scarier than people who doesn't scared to die.
Yeah, like, which means he will do anything, and we're gonna see like how far he will go and how much that he has prepared for those kind
All right, person, and you try and come into this facility, this is what you're going to be greeted with.
See,
Joe was a very paranoid person.
I was confused.
When I
Why nobody
realized
like
Joe was potentially dangerous was when he made a comment.
Yeah,
about
nobody
this could
really
be
know
another
what's going to
Waco.
happen. I
That
know.
standoff near Waco began
It's
as
not
a
fair to
federal
say that.
raid when federal agents tried to serve a search warrant.
Our hearts go out to these brave agents who died today in the line of duty.
And I took that as a direct threat that if my office ever had to take some action out there, we were going to have a shootout.
This is my own little town. I'm the mayor, the prosecutor, the cop, and the executioner.
You see, the executioner.
You know, after the Waco deal, me and Joe made a pact. If anything went bad, we were going to shoot each other.
Yeah,
And
they
then
already
that day,
prepared.
Everything,
I put
like
our
even the
names on our
worst.
bullets. Right here, they have my name and his
And
name
with
on
all
the
of
bullet.
those guns,
If anything went wrong,
we
it was
know
gonna
that
happen.
United States don't have really they don't have a good gun regulation.
Someone, Carol Baskin was supported by the help of PETA to the point that they've actually made me a target now.
PETA is unapologetic in its mission to help animals, and we've been
Does it
targeting
actually really
Joe
help
Exotic
with
for
all
many,
these
many
posters,
years.
like
Yeah.
women
I think
painted
that
with
we
the tiger?
underestimate how dangerous some of these people are.
See, like, I'm kind of angry that that like these so-called wildlife organizations like PETA, like
Big Cat Rescue.
they like it's like they're being hypocritical about themselves. Like they go against Joe Exotic. I'm not saying that I'm supporting Joe and like Doc Antle or any of that. Actually, like because of this documentary, it makes me like I don't think I can like go to the zoo anymore and such. But what I'm trying to say is these organizations like PETA, they go against these zoos, these private exotic animal owners, but on the other hand, they supported like this person, like for example, Big Cat Rescue and Carol Baskin. When the fact is that they're doing the same thing as the others,
Yeah.
which kind of makes you question, like, why? Questionable.
Questionable, very
Beat
suspicious.
everywhere they go. We didn't beat tigers at our zoo. We sure got accused of it.
Those people are fucking insane, man. Actually, they scare me.
24-hour armed guards. 3 of us wear firearms.
You see, this
That
person
is
very
how
paranoid.
bad this has gotten.
I sleep with an AK-47.
These
under my
people, how do you
Loaded,
sleep
ready
at
to
night? How do you close your eyes? They're sleeping with
He had
one eye
threats all
open,
the
I
time
guess.
On Facebook. He had problems with PETA coming onto the park and taking pictures and stuff like that and trying to discredit him.
She's got tens of thousands of people out there brainwashed that we're abusing animals. I just called her a plain-out hypocrite.
Yeah.
See?
You're open to the public. You're doing bone tours, night tours, day tours, kid camps.
It's
weddings,
business
You
competition.
name it.
Now she's portrayed like she's a cult leader now. That hair. I'm sorry, it's not that.
So you can find us there. Go ahead and open the gates and go see some cats.
It's moneymaker for them.
These tickets sold out really fast, and so we're so happy to see you all, you guys.
If you're not fucking exploiting the animals at that point, what the hell are you doing?
Everyone, this is like
This is when you're looking at this screen and like,
animal sanctuaries, because you just do an amazing job.
I don't know, she looks fake. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Carla. Don't look at me. Carol. Why am I saying
In
Carol?
my opinion, Carol Baskin was as bad as Joe.
Yeah, I'm
They
agree.
were both, taking advantage of exotic animals to
Yeah.
make money. So to me, it was just a feud.
Carol Baskin. Yep,
That lady that profits over $1.5 million sucking on your heartstrings about shit on the internet that ain't even true.
They are always trying to upset me on social media.
I got a big mouth and television station.
You don't want to have an enemy like this.
Seems to be.
Why would you give to a facility to rescue animals to live in luxurious cages? Well, how about that one? That mountain lion's sticking his head through a hole in the fence in order to drink out of it.
I consider that bitch to be one of the biggest terrorists in the exotic animal world right now. It is financially draining to fight this woman.
And she hates him.
Background on Joe, all you gotta do is go to tigercubabuse.com. We got undercover video of him using a 20-week-old cub that jumped on this little boy and bit him on the leg.
What we're asking you to do is champion the Big Cat Public Safety Act.
Well, that's
Big
kind
Cat
of
Public
good,
Safety
right?
Act would end the ownership of big cats as exotic pets and prohibit exhibitors from allowing the public to have contact
Probably
with
the only good thing
The
in
Big
this
Cat Safety Act, if
documentary.
passed, it will destroy private zoos across America.
And now, Antler felt threatened.
And all of her friends that are watching out there, before you bring me down.
It's funny that Carol says, "Oh, my place is a sanctuary for big cats," when the fact it's also a private zoo.
It got pretty ugly.
We hear it's Carol's birthday next month, and we're shipping her 2 of these.
Actually, this is when Joe was doing it too much.
Yes,
like
yes.
it's to a level
One
that
day I
we
went
can't
out to open up the
comprehend.
mailbox and
it's basically
it just
threatening
exploded
to-
with snakes.
It's borderline criminal
Yeah.
by this
There
point.
are crazy
Yeah,
people
true.
out there who want to see what keeps me up at night.
But
is
he
worrying about
took it
them
too
hurting
far.
families or to get to me.
It was just a.
And here at first I thought Carol is
for
the
Carol Baskin.
protagonist,
Yeah.
one of the protagonists in this documentary.
Well, she knows how to portray herself to be innocent.
Yeah. She's
To get
100 rounds
support and all
of
that.
T23.
A lot of
Or
guns.
do you need any explosives today?
and you know how easy it is to buy a gun? America, are you okay?
No wonder there's a lot of mass shooting that happens there.
Yeah. Oh my god.
There, got every animal rights person all in one
I really
row.
don't see a point of him shooting a river.
Dynamite.
I mean, I get it. He's mad, but River didn't do anything. Wow. If I'm Carol Baskin, I'll hire bodyguard.
Yeah.
I'll never sleep with my eyes closed.
Prepaid call from Joe Exotic.
And now for years later,
County Jail.
inside the jail. Grady County Jail, Oklahoma, 2019.
You know why animals die in cages? Their soul dies.
That's karma, Joe.
Yeah, and now he's feeling that his soul is dying.
But here we don't know yet why he's in the jail. Is he murdered Carla? Why am I getting it wrong every time? And he said that he's going to shot everybody that is on his way.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's like he doesn't want, like, if he goes to jail, he wants the others to go to jail as well. It feels like that.
He doesn't want to go down alone. Well, that's fair enough. I mean, they all have skeletons inside their own closets.
Yeah, they did bad things in the past. All of them. And well, I don't want to spoil, but we'll eventually see like what Carol did and what Doc Antle did back in the past in the other episodes.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to be back again for the next episode, and we know that you guys probably not watching documentaries so much, but that's why we are here to be with you, guiding you through this crazy story.
It's an interesting documentary. It's an interesting story.
And it's very well made.
Yes.
I hate this story. I hate everything that's inside it, but it's
captivating.
It's really great, you know, like
because it's like you never thought that something like this would actually happen in
Yeah.
real life in our world. It's like these weird, quirky, and exotic characters that
Exotic
and
characters.
they're actually real. They're real life person, the people that you can actually search on Google and you'll find them. They have their social media. They have their own Wikipedia pages, because that's how. I'm not saying popular, how notorious they are.
Yeah. And this feels, because this is so well documented, it feels like it's not real. It feels like someone made this story, but then you realize that no, it's real. It's just well documented because they are all narcissists.
Narcissistic tendencies, and like as I've already said, like you see how not just Carol Baskin, not just Joe Exotic, how those big cat owners can like portray themselves how they want to get not just attention but support as well, and
they wanna be that tiger, no, that cat, big cats person. They don't wanna be the second, the third. They wanna be the best, the last man standing.
Yeah. Like I believe like this first episode did well on introducing the characters, and I believe like for those of you who have watched it will agree that like at this point, like you don't know who to hate, like because you hate all of them, but you can also like want to support some of them or one of them, and those who haven't watched this will eventually feel that as well, and those feelings will grow in the future episodes.
There's so many things that will go down, so you guys have to wait for the next episode. We'll be here again. We'll have Isaac with me again, and yeah, that's all. Thank you so much for joining the party. This is not a party. I don't know. See you guys in the next
video.
Bye.
you.